What's happening, guys? Back at you with another video. So in this video, we're going to be ranking all the feature films that Ryan Coogler directed. So let's go ahead and get to it. So Ryan Coogler directed 4 feature films. We're going to be ranking all of them from the bottom to the top. So let's go ahead and get into it. So starting off at the bottom for me is actually a movie. This is the only movie I haven't seen that Ryan Coogler directed, and it was my first time watching this movie. When I watched it a few days ago, it was my first time watching this movie. So at starting off at the bottom is going to be Fruitvale Station. Now, I really liked what he was able to do with this movie. Definitely was not a bad movie or anything, considering it was his directorial debut. I thought it was a pretty good movie for what it was telling. It was basically based on a true story, and we have Michael B. Jordan as starring in this movie, and just the story he was telling. You know, it's a true story and all that, but basically, the way the movie is, it takes place basically within a day, just going through the life of this character, or just the day in the life of this character that Michael B. Jordan plays, and then you get the tragic ending of what happens at the end. And I thought it was a great movie. Like, I enjoyed watching it. I thought it was a great movie, and all that. It was just a simple kind of story that he told, and considering it was based on a true story and all that, with the tragic ending and all that, I thought he did an amazing job with this movie, what he was able to do. I'm going off of saying just because it's at the bottom does not make it a terrible movie. It's just the way that rankings work. Of course, you have to have something at the bottom, and I'll just have to say this one's at the bottom, but it definitely does not make this a bad or terrible movie. I really enjoyed this movie. Like I said, I thought it was a great movie. I really enjoyed watching it, and being able to watch it for the first time a few days ago. I thought he did an amazing, great job with this movie. But of course, like I said, how rankings work, of course, it has to be at the bottom. But moving on to the next spot on the list for me is going to be Creed. The first Creed movie, starring also Michael B. Jordan. I thought he did a great, amazing job with that film, being able to continue the saga of Rocky Balboa in this next stage of life of Rocky Balboa, where we get the character of Adonis Creed, who is the son of Apollo Creed, and just seeing this next evolution, next stage in life for Rocky Balboa, where he takes on and trains Apollo Creed's son. And I think that Ryan Coogler did an amazing job with this movie. I highly like this movie. I highly enjoy watching this movie, and just Rocky in general being one of my favorite film franchises. I like what they were able to do with the story and continuing the story of Rocky Balboa, plus introducing this character of Adonis Creed, and continuing on with the story. And now pretty soon we're getting the third Creed movie, so I'm definitely excited for that. I just did everything he was doing with this movie. I thought it was an amazing job. He did an amazing job with this movie, for what he was able to do with it, and continue the story of Rocky Balboa in this next stage of life, and bringing on this new character of Adonis Creed, introducing this new character to us, and continuing the story of. And I think he did an amazing job with this movie. I definitely enjoyed it. Alright, so one thing I'm going to say about these next 2 movies, if y'all know Ryan Coogler's work, y'all probably know what these next 2 movies are. Considering that one recently released, it was a hard time. Even I'm not fully set on this ranking, on these 2 movies as ranked right now. This is just what I think right now. It was hard to rank these movies because I feel like they're 2 different movies, and it's just hard ranking them. But like I said, this is a ranking, so I got to put one above the other. But it was extremely hard to put one above the other and be able to, because they're to me, I feel like they're 2 separate movies. And even this ranking might change in the future. Like, I might change those 2 movies. They might swap in the future. You never know. It's just how I feel right now, and just it was extremely hard being able to put these 2 movies on this ranking, and having essentially saying one is better than the other. It's extremely hard, and even then, I don't think one necessarily, like, these are so closely tied, like, as far as like movies that I like and all that is like so closely tied that, like, honestly, like I said, one like in the future, the other one could be above the other, vice versa, and all that stuff. But like, this is a ranking video, so I gotta go ahead and rank these two movies. So going into the number 2 spot with his recent release, we got Black Panther: Wakanda Forever. This is an amazing movie. It's an amazing achievement of a movie, just considering dealing with the hand that they had dealt to them with the tragic passing of Chadwick Boseman, continuing the story, and with the pandemic going on too, that they had to film during a worldwide pandemic, and just everything that they had dealt to them, and being able to come out with this film. Considering all that, they did an amazing job. Ryan Coogler and the team and everybody did an amazing job with this movie, and it was so amazing. I highly enjoyed it. I highly recommend it that people go check it out. And I liked a lot of the stuff they were able to do with this movie, with the story and character development and different things with this movie. I liked a lot of stuff they were able to do with this movie. I mean, it has a couple of flaws here and there, nothing major or nothing big really, but like, I thought it was an amazing film. They did an amazing job with this, and I highly enjoyed it. I like the emotion and the things we feel during this movie. The things I felt during this movie, like, it was an amazing achievement of a movie, and it was like I said, it was hard to rank these two top movies for me because I just feel like they're two kind of separate movies. So it's like hard to be able to necessarily rank them and stuff because this movie I enjoyed so much and it's such an amazing film. But as of right now, like for right now, and like I said, it definitely could change in the future. Black Panther: Wakanda Forever is at number 2 for me. So that means coming in at number 1 is going to be the first Black Panther movie. Whenever this movie came out, it was amazing. I waited for this movie for a long time. Like, just in general, I waited for the live action version of the character of Black Panther for a very long time. We got his introduction in Civil War, and I waited years for that. I would say like maybe close to 16 years of waiting to see a live action version of Black Panther, and then we finally got him in Captain America: Civil War. That was my most anticipated things whenever it came to seeing that movie. Then a couple years later, we finally get his first movie. I was so hyped for this movie. I was so looking forward to watching this movie in theaters and checking it out and just being able to have this character get his own movie. And Ryan Coogler did such an amazing job with this movie. It's one of my favorite movies, really, and definitely one of my favorite Marvel movies. I just liked what he was able to do with this character and do with this movie and just everything with it, and it's just amazing job that he did with this movie, and like he did such an amazing job with this movie, story wise and everything like that. And it's one of my favorites. Like I said, it's one of my favorite movies in the MCU and overall in movies in general. I just like it so much. Like he did an amazing job with it. I definitely gotta say he did an amazing job with it. So we gotta hand it off to him on all the movies, all these movies he's done. He's done a pretty good job already so far with the four feature films that he's done so far already. I'm definitely looking forward to seeing what he does in the future. I gotta say he's definitely a great director, and he's done these amazing movies that he's done so far, and I'm definitely excited and definitely interested in seeing what he does in the future for other movies. He does, he writes and he does produce a lot of other movies, but I was kind of sticking to mainly his directorial movies, ones that he directed, and there was only these 4 right now. But he's done a lot of other producing and other things on other movies, but I kind of stuck to directing, for the forefront of him directing, really. But yeah, as of right now, like I said, his ranking could change in the future possibly. But as of right now, when it comes to his 4 feature films he directed, that is how I ranked them as of right now. But let me know down in the comments, how would you rank his 4 feature films? How would you rank them from the bottom to the top? Definitely let me know down in the comments below. But that's going to do it for all for this video. Hope you all enjoyed it. Remember, if you want to be a part of Team Legendary, all you got to do is subscribe and turn notifications on so you know when I post another video. Hope you all have an awesome day. And remember, be legendary.